Welcome to the Year 5 lesson for 7 times tables. In this lesson I'm learning my 7 times tables. Well, I think lots of people find their 7 times tables as one of the hardest ones to learn. But if you look here, you can see that we actually already know almost all of our 7 times tables. We know them because we've actually learnt them when we've been doing all our other tables. You can see we've learnt all of these and all of these. For example, we know that 3 times 7 is 21, so 7 times 3 must be 21. Or 6 times 7 is 42, so 7 times 6 must be 42. And that means we've only got one table left to learn. So let's have a look at that one now. Well, I'm going to start by using 7 times 6 to help me work out the answer to 7 times 7. You can see here I've got 7 groups, and inside all of those groups I've got 6 counters, and I know that 7 times 6 is 42. So what I want to do now is I want to think about 7 times 7 and think about how it looks different from 7 times 6. Well, I know I still need 7 groups, and I've got all of those up here, except instead of needing 6 in each group, I'm going to need 7. So to do that, I'm going to need to add one more item to every one of these groups. Now, because there's 7 groups, if I add one more counter to all of them, I must add, in total, 7 more items, or 7 more counters. So that means the answer to 7 times 7 must be 7 bigger than 7 times 6. So since 7 times 6 is 42, 7 times 7 must be 49. Now if we go down a little bit, let's see if we can use 7 times 8 to help us work out what 7 times 7 is. So you can see I've got 7 times 8 here, and this time I'm trying to use that to help me work out what the answer to 7 times 7 is. Well, I know 7 times 8 is 56, so I'll just write that in there. And you can see here are my 7 groups, and inside all of those groups are 8 items. So my next step is to think, how does 7 times 7 look different from that? Well, it's still got 7 groups, like I've got up here, except this time, instead of needing 8, all I need is 7 items. So that means I'm going to have to take one item off all of these groups. So because there's 7 groups, and I'm taking one item away from all of them, that means in total I'm taking away 7 items. So that means the answer to 7 times 7 must be 7 less than 56. And I know that 56 minus 7 is 49. So now we've used 2 different ways to work out what the answer to 7 times 7 is. And notice in both of those, here we got 49, and using our first method, we still got 49. So in our first method we used 7 times 6, and we had to add 7 to help us get up to 49, and in our second method we used 7 times 8, and we had to take away 7 to get us down to 49. Let's write that answer in. 7 times 7 is 49. So if you've been going through all your other times table lessons, you should now know all your multiplication tables. You can find the activity sheet that goes with this lesson in the Teacher Tools Multiplication and Division book from the White Book collection.